guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Ailey if you're new. Today's video is going to be a sort of little try on review of this. I got this when it was on offer from Plouise. This is the Plouise Basic Brights collection. It's their bases, and this comes with 5 bases, and there's a blue, orange, sort of reddy, deep red, pink and yellow, and you can obviously mix these to make other colours, but this is like the famous Plouise base, but they're in bright colours. And it can obviously be used to brighten up eyeshadow to create a full look, or anything really. You could probably use them as sort of face paints as well. If you enjoy this video, if you find it helpful, obviously I would love if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you want to keep on watching and see what I think of these, if you're thinking of buying them, or if you have them and you want to maybe figure out how to use the damn things like I do, then just keep watching. So I bought these when they were on sale. I'll put on the screen how much they cost normally, how much I paid for them, and if there's any offers or that going on. I'll also link Plouise in the description box below for you. Basically, Plouise used to have just their ordinary, do I still used to do? Plouise kind of became big for this. This is the Plouise base. I have, what's mine in? Mine's in shade 2. And it is really, really good. I have to say, I'm preferring the Mitchell collaboration, which is Acid Rain. It's Plouise Mitchell, and this is Blank Canvas, and I'm really, really liking this right now. I got this alongside these, but these are the same formula as this, so I know I'm going to like it as well. I've already kind of tried out the colours a little bit and swatched them. If you want to see swatches, they're over on my Instagram. My Instagram handle is here. And yeah, so I guess we're just going to try and play with it. I have no idea how I'm going to play with these, but I know that I want to just sort of give them a go, see how well they work on the eye, because it's one thing swatching something like this, and it's really, really intimidating then trying to figure out how in the hell to use them. I think that doing some sort of like blend of all of them would be easier with these than it is with powder, because they might mesh together a little bit nicer, and the colours might mix rather than them just transitioning. I don't know. Let's just see, I suppose. Okay, so I had to do my eyebrows, but I'm back. Okay, I'm going to go into Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker, I was not a massive fan of, but I think it's just because of the layout, because of the colours that are in it. I think that this might help me use it a little bit. So I love this shade. It's called Not a Fact. It is the dark sort of winey purpley colour from the Conspiracy palette. I've been dying to use this again. That really works. So I don't want to. It is really annoying when you have hooded lids and you've not got a lot of space to be doing makeup looks on. I actually get my eyelids done next weekend. Can't wait. See what difference it makes. I'm taking the blue one, which is Inject. No, wait, is it? Nope. Banging Blue. And this is what I'm going to be putting it in the inner corner. I'm hoping this will do. Like, I won't just leave this. I'm hoping it'll do is when I put a blue over it, it'll be really blue. And then, because I've got the blue and the red on the back of my hand, I'm going to mix them together to make a purple. And that'll be what goes in next. There's the purple. Okay, so before these sort of like get too out of hand, I need to find a blue. So I think we're going to use Brain Freeze from the Jawbreaker palette. Ooh, I need a brush. Like that. And then for the purple, I think I'm going with Bite Me. It is more of a shimmer, but it's in tone, it's really similar. So I just deepened up the outer corner a little bit. My battery died, so I'm not sure exactly where I was. And my head might be in a different place, so just in case you're wondering. I don't know what we're going to do next. This is going to be like a really up close and personal, but you'll see it when it's done. Just don't know if I'm going to be able to do it on camera. Okay, you can't really see it too much against the dark colour, but you can line with it. You know, it's not just limited to sort of being a base sort of thing. So you can do that. But with the colours that I've chosen, you can't really see it all that much. So I do like the pink. I just think that it's not vibrant enough for the colours that I've chosen to use. So I'm just grabbing my little Suva Beauty liner, Hydra Fix. So that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm going to do the other eye and then I'm going to come back. I don't mind my hair, it's a total mess. That is the other eye complete, and I have to say, I wish, look at this. They are really long wearing, I'll tell you that much, because it won't come off my hand. I actually think that like some sort of watercolour-y look I might end up doing. I don't know, we'll see. But I like the way like rubbing it off, it sort of stains, but then I'm thinking if I put it on my face, it may never come off my face. Anyway, yeah, I wish the colours were just a little bit more vibrant. I mean, they look really vibrant there, but when you're putting them over the top of other colours, they're not as vibrant. I mean, I used the Suva Beauty liner for that, and it's actually made me want to buy more because it's so good. So I used that for the liner in the end, and I like the way it's like really stand out-ish. I've got the orange sort of in my inner corners and you can't really see it. So I think for bases, like, I mean, that blue is really, really vibrant and it's got the blue base underneath it. So I think using them as bases, they work really well. I don't think that you can really get away with layering them over the top of other colours. So if you're gonna do like a rainbow look, you can blend these really seamlessly in together and then just set them with a little bit of powder and it'll give you that really seamless blend. So yeah, I think that they are really good. I think you can get pastel ones as well. I do want to see if I can get my hands on some of the coloured rain bases, you know, the same as this here. This is like my favourite base that they've got now. They do have colours as well. That's why I'm thinking that they may be quite good, but obviously I'm going to work with what I've got. I love the idea that you can mix them. When you mix them, they mix really well together and they do actually just make like a new colour. They don't kind of react really funny with each other or anything like that. They work really well. And the fact that if you look on the inside of the box, I mean, if you know your colours, then you're fine. But obviously, if you want to mix them, it tells you mix blue and yellow, you'll get green, the yellow and the pink, and you'll get peach. Purple is made with blue and red, and lilac from the pink and the blue. Obviously, pink isn't a primary colour, so mixing it with your colour theory, it's not really as easy as like red and blue make purple sort of thing. And obviously like yellow and blue make green and stuff like that. So yeah, I think you can play about with them, and then from the colours you could make more colours. So really you wouldn't really ever need more than what comes in the box. Like I said, we'll have it on the screen how much I paid for it, but if you're thinking about getting it, it definitely, you know, it's something else to add to your kit if you're a makeup artist, if you do lots of vibrant looks. If you don't tend to do vibrant looks, I would say go for the more pastel one, and then you can mix that in with the colours that you already use. But I mean, they're not a necessity, but it's a nice little add-on, and especially if you are sitting at home and you're doing looks for Instagram and you want them to really pop, because making them pop is a flipping nightmare. Everybody edits their photos now. I try not to edit mine. Like, I try not to change the vibrancy unless it's like for my whole photo. Like, I won't go in and like make the colour more vibrant or anything like that unless it really, really looks dodgy, like it doesn't look like it does in real life. Generally, I'll just fix the vibrancy of my whole photo. Generally, I use my hair colour. I always did it when my hair was purple. If my hair looked true to colour, then I knew everything else was really true to colour as well. But people go in and they'll add things, they'll take things away, they'll put prints in, they'll put, you know, liner in, things like that. It is getting a little bit out of hand. But if you're wanting to keep your makeup as true to what it is in real life as possible, but you really want that vibrant colour, then I really think that these type of things are really good, because not only have you got like a base that you can stick the colour onto, you've got blue on blue. orange on orange, yellow on yellow, you know, like you're helping that colour come through because you've already put a base of the same colour down, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I definitely think that I'm going to get a lot of use out of them. I can't wait to play with them a little bit more, use them underneath different colours of looks and things like that I'm going to do. So yeah, look out for them in future videos. That's pretty much it from me. Obviously, I would love if you would give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. I haven't got a schedule for 2020 out yet, but I will figure out what is going to be happening, and fingers crossed we'll get something in the works. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!